Good day, everyone. This is Edward here. I am the Training and Development Director of MLife. I hope that today everyone is well and happy. Yeah, so the topic for today is the 10 USPs of DeepZleep, or our MLife medical device. So first and foremost, to really introduce our medical device or our wonderful product to our friends, to our family, to our relatives, or even to some people that our colleagues or some people that through referrals that we might know. First and foremost, I would always encourage that everyone must first use the product. You must be a user of the product. You must be an ambassador of the product. You reflect the product. I'm sure many would agree with this. When our friends introduce us to something, we will actually look at them, especially if they are introducing health products. We will actually look at their complexion, look at their energy levels, right? So it's the same. When we introduce products to our friends would also look for the same things. So be an ambassador of the product. Being an ambassador is not only limited to that you have very great improvement while using it. Being an ambassador of the product can also be from the perspective of your product knowledge, your product confidence, and how you feel while using the product. Because we know for truly big improvement, we need time. Yeah. But as we be mindful of the changes, the minor changes in our body, or in our energy levels, or in our sleep, or in our complexion, or in our detoxification, all these can also be points of confidence to help us to share with other people. And if you want to be able to share more confidently, you want to be able to express yourself to influence people, I would suggest not only you have your own personal story or your own personal journey, but to listen to more, maybe from our MLife YouTube testimonials, talk to more MLife people which are using MLife. Listen to their stories. Let their stories be yours to share. All this would actually help you to influence more people to make the right decision of gaining health through sleep. But having said that, product knowledge is also of utmost importance. Sometimes without sufficient knowledge, you might be stuck when you are being posed with some questions, right? So poor product knowledge would also affect your confidence level and the people's confidence in you. And besides product knowledge, you should also be well versed with the positioning of the product. Like for today's training, we are going to talk about the USP, the unique selling propositions. There are only 10 unique selling propositions, meaning that you have 10 strong points that can help you to convince or to influence the other person to make the right choice. So let us go into it. I'll share the slides. So what are the 10 USPs, unique selling proposition of MLife? Now, first and foremost, of course, we must be able to tell them that they must know that it is 100% home use medical device imported from Japan. So to have a convincing, a powerful first point, or the point that we start this a conversational starter, okay, or something that can straight away make people impressed, is actually just this sentence. What is M-Life? M-Life is a 100% home use medical device which is imported from Japan, right? So this is the one magic word, magic sentence that every M-Life people should know. So to introduce the product, this is the first point. This is our unique selling proposition, all right? Because in the market, they are very little. It is not widely known, and it is not widely available. It's not easily available. Yeah. So this put us at a very unique, at a very limited, at a very exclusive position. So we have to know why we use this 100% home use medical device imported from Japan. Okay, people in the market, they will still feel no whether in Singapore or in Malaysia or in Brunei or in Hong Kong, even in Taiwan, it is still like, wow, or what is it? It is something that will create interest, right? So this is the first one. Okay, now like all medical device which is imported from Japan, it has to be recognized by the Japanese Ministry of Health before it can be marketed into the market. And if you look at most health products or health equipments, they cannot claim to be able to improve on any symptoms, especially in their manual. Okay, they might put it in their brochures or their catalogs, but they cannot write it in their manual because it will be against the regulations. Okay, but for M-Life, for electric potential in particular, is very unique. Electric potential is one of the therapy. Once it's approved by the Japanese Ministry of Health, they can actually put in for headache, insomnia, neck and shoulder pains, and constipation into their user manual, or meaning the manual that the instruction manual. They can actually put these 4 symptoms inside, meaning that it is recognized by the Japanese Ministry of Health to be able to improve on these symptoms, meaning that they can use this therapy to improve on these symptoms. So this is something very special that you should know, because a lot of equipments in the market, you look into their user manual, no, they cannot claim this. It is against the regulations. Right? But M-Life is so much different because we not only have 4, we have 8. We have 8 which is recognized by the Ministry of Health of Japan, which includes also indigestion, promote blood and blood circulation, poor blood circulation, relieve nerve and muscle pain, and also to relieve fatigue. Right? Of course, we don't look down on all these minor symptoms because all these minor symptoms are the once accumulated, it will become major disease or illnesses. Right? So this is the first USP. What is the second USP? The second of our USP is linked with the experience that M-Life has in electric potential therapy. Right? We have been doing this since 2003. So for some of us which are still new to M-Life, or maybe you are just you have just bought your this DeepZleep and Sonic. Congratulations to you. You are not using something which is new in the market. It might be new to you, but we have been in the market since 2003. So we know what works, what not. We know how it works. We have the necessary experience. So 2003 till now is like already 18 years. We are moving towards our 20th year doing this. So the question here is that if the therapy does not work, can it survive so long? Can it be in the market for so long if it's not truly effective? So this is the question that we always pose back to our prospects or to our friends. Then they will start thinking, yeah, this makes sense. A company cannot just solely do one type of therapy. You know, if the therapy really doesn't work, how can they go on for so long? Correct? It must have got some consistent results. So this is what our company's background, you know, is very strong, is very convincing. If you were to tell in just a summary, very fast, what are the effects of what are the effectiveness of M-Life? You can tell them most people within a week, between 7 days, they will feel some improvement in their insomnia, in their stiffness, in their headaches, most because we do have our trial centers, you know, in the year 2003 up to normally the people that come to the center to try out the EPT system, within a week when we interview them, normally most people will say that they experience better sleep, right? So this is only by them coming to the center for 30 to 40 minutes a day, you see. So for M Life is different. We are on it for the whole night. Now, first 7 days, between 7 days, headache, insomnia, yeah, we can see some improvements. Stiffness, we can see some improvements. 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 months, sorry, 1 to 2 months, we can see better managed blood pressure, better managed blood sugar levels, right? Better managed meaning that prior to that, for example, they are still taking medication, maybe 1 to 2 pills a day for their high blood pressure, but their blood pressure is still managed at around 140, you know. So the doctor will say that as long as you keep on taking a medication, you should be safe, right? So 140 is not of course, it's not the best possible level. We want it to be, regardless of age, to be 120, right? 120 over 80. So these people, when they were on EPT for 1 to 2 months, they find out that they took the same amount of medication every day, but their blood sugar, their blood pressure levels went down to a more healthy level of 120. Right? So this is the effects of EPT. It can help you to improve on whatever you are doing now. Maybe you are doing some therapy, maybe you are undergoing some sort of program, or maybe you are just taking medication. It can help you to further improve on your condition. And of course, we hope that one day your doctor will say you can go off medication because you can manage well by yourself, right? So these are the effects that that EPT can create. And 3 months and above, we can see people, you know, with stroke, the after effects of stroke. Maybe they've undergone surgery, or maybe they've undergone chemotherapy. After 3 months, these people, they will feel remarkable difference. They will feel physically, you know, they are different. Those stroke patients, they are more agile, you know. We have also seen that people who have undergone bypass, they start reducing their medication under doctor's advice. They can go off the aspirin because they don't feel well after taking it. You know? So the doctor said, hey, maybe your blood might be too thin, so I put you off the medication. So this is a good result, right? Right? Now, all these are just for reference. We have got this experience, so the results are quite consistent, right? Like for me myself, I would always highly recommend EPT for people with high blood sugar, because I've seen too many people having better managed blood sugar while using EPT, right? So this is the second USP, and this is the third USP. So over here, the third USP, you will be curious saying that what is one yes? Actually, in our USP, when we talk to people, when we present to people about the product, we should get 3 yeses. We should get 3 yeses so that they accept the product, they accept the concept, they accept the product, they can accept that this is a good thing. And also, it establishes a value in their mind. So when the value is established, they won't say that M Life is expensive in the end. So if you still face a problem of people saying, no, after your presentation, the person says, your product is too expensive, you know, meaning that maybe in your presentation in the beginning, you did not establish these yeses. How many yeses should we have? 3. This is the first one. How many yeses should we have? 3. They should agree to 3 things to establish the value in their mind, right? So in the end, they might say something like this: wow, right? I can understand it has got its value. You know, it's just that I have to think ways to afford it. I cannot afford it now. All right. This is what they might say. Right. But this is okay. But if they say no, I think this mattress is too expensive. Meaning that in the beginning you haven't established well these 3 yeses. So what is the first yes? The first yes is always to create a question. what is the first question that we should create is that, is our blood important? Right? Is the condition of our blood important? Right? So this is the first question. So most people would say, yes, the condition of blood, it should be clean. In this layman terms, right? It should be clean. Yes. So we ask them, is blood important? Is the condition of the blood in our body important? They will say, surely, they will say yes. So this is the first yes. And then we go on to say, yeah, true. Because if we want to know whether we are healthy or not, we go for a blood test, then roughly we can get a guide as to how healthy we are. So do you know that EPT, there is such a therapy, right, whereby it can help us to maintain the body's blood purification process at its optimum. Why it can do that? So this is, we start telling them what is EPT. EPT is something very simple. Each and every our cells is like a battery. It has got a charge. How can we prove that there is a charge? Very simple proof. ECG, electrocardiogram. If you have went for a full body test before, you might have used one. It is a machine, and it has got these pads. These pads would be stuck to our chest, our body, and then they will switch on the machine to measure the electrical activity of our heart. Right? So this proves that the body has its own electrical system. So if the cells are at a healthy electrical charge, it can perform its functions better, and toxins can come out, and this will ultimately also affect our body's blood purification process. So in a nutshell, if our body's electric potential is lower than the healthy level, meaning that the body is at a semi-healthy state, or what we call the acidic state. Right? So if we are at the acidic state for a long period of time, that would be because of the cause of the disease. The disease starts to develop day by day, year by year, until at one point of time, we have to take medication to control it. And of course, if the body goes, some part of the cells, a group of cells goes into very low electric potential, normally these cells will become cancerous. And when they group up together, it will become a tumor. Right? So this is the theory after they agree to blood is very important. Right? So this is the first yes that we should get. Now, what is the second yes? The second yes is most people, they want to get well, they want to stay healthy, they do not want to take medication or injection for whole life because they're afraid of the side effects, right? Okay, we want to, if your friend has got some symptoms, right, would you like to have your problems solved naturally without the use of medication? Because we know medication would give us side effects in the long run. Would you like to have this kind of therapy? They will say yes. So when they say yes to this, then we go into this point. So what does EPT do? EPT actually helps us to, it is not the EPT that heals you, it's the EPT that creates a good condition, a good environment between your body so that your body can work better to heal itself. This is what we call root therapy, meaning that we treat the problems from the root of the problems. And the root of the problem is not your high blood pressure, it's not your headache, it's not your insomnia. The root of the problem is your body's acidic constitution. It is your body's electrical levels being low. So that is the root of the problem. This is what EPT does. When EPT increases your electric potential, when EPT helps you to improve on your blood purification process, then your body has got a very good environment to heal itself. And now our technology in the market is the latest. By using sleep, we can go from 300, 600, which is normal in the market, but now we are the latest one. We are the leading in the technology. In this EPT for sleep technology, we have -1000 for even deeper effects, right? So this is the second yes. Then what is the third yes? The third yes would be, is sleep important? Right? This one will be the third yes. Right? This is the third question. So all this establishes the need. They understand why they need this. First, they understand, oh, I need this because blood is important. Secondly, oh, because I do not want to go on medication for the long term. And the third, yes, is what? Sleep. Is sleep important? Of course. They will answer, of course, yes, sleep is important, right? Do you sleep? Of course, I sleep, yes, right? So sleep is very important. But why is sleep important? So we can start educating them, or giving them some revelation, or maybe they might not have thought of this before, or they might have thought of, taking supplements is very important, exercising is very important. But did you realize, no matter how well you eat, no matter how you take care of your food or how much exercise you do, if you can't sleep, everything is for naught. Everything would be wasted, right? You can take the best supplement in the world, or you can go for exercise every day for 1 to 2 hours, but you only sleep 2 hours a night. Would you be healthy? No, you cannot be healthy. Why you cannot be healthy? Why? We go into the deep sleep part, because when we sleep is when the body repairs itself. Is where the cells start to regenerate. Is when the body start to repair itself. It is the time where the body will do detoxing. It's the time the body will renew itself. It's the time where the body would start to suppress or to help to fight against invaders in the body. All this is best done while we sleep at night, right? So this is why sleep is important. Imagine, we need 8 hours of sufficient sleep in order for this process to be done completely. Imagine, you cannot sleep well, or you don't sleep, or you sleep very little. The process will not be complete. Every day, it only goes up to 30 or 40% of the repair process. It is insufficient to maintain a healthy body. And then you add that up with aging, the body starts to age, and the time you sleep is getting less and less. Surely, why the body cannot improve on itself, even though after you have done so many things? So we have to go back to the basics. What are the basics? Besides good food, besides a healthy food, besides exercise, is sufficient sleep. So over here, we have got a guide. If you're able to do deep sleep and then you add it up with EPT, it increases your self-healing ability. You can look forward to, after 3 months, start to relieve of your body symptoms. Up to 6 months, you start to feel, the body is rather healthier than before. Up to 9 months, you will start to, people will see you differently. Okay, you start to look more youthful. Your energy levels goes up. You feel like, you are 10 to 20 years younger, right? And then up to 12 months and beyond, this is where the most important, the most crucial thing, which is maintenance. Most people, they do something, they go on the program, they go for therapy, they go for a certain amount of time only. They were not able to maintain it. They are not able to, repeat it after the therapy session. But EPT can afford us this, right? By just making one decision, we can go on 10 years or more, every night, 10 years or more, every day, maintaining a healthy body, right? So this is our fifth USP. So what is our sixth USP? Our sixth USP is the whole medical device itself. It is like a holistic wellness machine. It not only helps our body, but it also helps our mind, right? It has got EPT, that can help us to improve our blood purification system. It has got different modes that can help us to stimulate deep sleep. And it has also got frequency therapy, which can help us to calm the mind, which can help us with anxiety, or which can help us to sleep even better, which can help us to do repair. The body can resonate with the frequency to do repair. So this is what we call holistic wellness. And this is the world's first medical device of regenerative sleep. And I can challenge you right, to find a similar thing in the market, because there is none right now. So we can give this challenge, you see. So all this results in, the uniqueness. We have to bring it out, the uniqueness of DeepZleep. We have to know how to position it, and we have to know how to message it out, right? These are our strong points. So please practice, listen to this video often and practice, listen and practice. Sorry, I went offline for a while. So where was I before I left off? Does the MC know? Or the host? Where was I when I left off? Or anyone in the chat? Let me know. Only 5S. 5S. Oh, only gone for 5 seconds. Okay. Meaning that you did listen to the holistic wellness part, right? For the 6 USP. All right, good. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you. Right, now we go to the 6th one. Well, what is our advantage? All right, our 6th advantage, just now we say the 6th one. Actually, for the 6th also is another thing that we would like to let them know is that what we use, most people would be very curious as to what material we use. Why are they curious about this? Because this is like a norm in the market. In the market, we should know that there's a lot of mattresses that they make with they add some minerals, to create the negative ions effect. Minerals like tourmaline, mineral stones like jade, or this ceramic. They blast it into the fabric so that when we use it, it can generate some amount of negative ions to help the body to relax. So even some mattresses, they have magnets, to help with blood circulation, because the magnetic field will react to the iron in the blood, so it helps with blood circulation. So most people, they will ask, hey, what is the material? So what is our material that we use? Okay, of course, first we say we are medical device. The EPT is not generated by the material. The EPT is a technology unique by itself, but the material that we use is also a very lasting, a very light, and a very tough material. We call it carbon fiber. Why do we use carbon fiber? Because carbon fiber, we prefer it as opposed to copper wires. Because copper wires is not as durable. Copper wires, once it gets oxidized, it will affect the effectiveness of the machine, or even once it's oxidized, it cannot conduct the EPT, then you have to get a new unit. And of course, sleeping on wires as per se, you do not feel safe. But this carbon fiber, is made up of charcoal, or activated charcoal. So carbon fiber in itself is a very durable thing, and carbon fiber is not cheap as we know it, right? So we can see over here, because we also have thermal in the unit itself. If you use carbon fiber, the heat is very even. If we use heating elements, we use copper elements or copper wires, you will see that the heat distribution, at some points, there might be some hot spot. So it will not be very safe for people which has got a very poor blood circulation, like older age people, elder people, or people with diabetes. They might get some what we call they might get burned. There is a risk there, right? So we use carbon fiber for the sake of safety and for the sake of long-term usage, right? Okay. So now, what is our 7th USP? This one that we should also have to keep in mind. when people ask us, then how are you different? Maybe when they listen to thermal, thermal. Oh, there are many thermal beds outside. I have one myself. I have used it before. How is it different? Okay, first and foremost, the most different is ours. The main therapy is EPT. Right, this is the first difference. Not thermal. Thermal is supplementary, but our thermal is also very unique. How unique is our thermal? Even those available units in Singapore, like in Singapore, we know Singaporeans have another choice of this EPT mattress, all right? But how are we different from them? The biggest difference is besides our EPT can go from 300 to 1,000. We've got three choices. The second difference would be our thermal itself. It does not use copper wire. Okay, and then the third difference is our thermal. You can actually choose. You want it to be concentrated at the lower body, the upper body, or for the whole body. All right. The nearest competitor ones is actually only lower body. They cannot have this a variety of lower, upper, or whole body. Right. So it is not that convenient. Right. Ours is very convenient. It is designed with convenience in mind, so that when you want to do heat therapy for your legs only, you just switch on lower body. Right. If you want to do for your back or for your waist, or if you want to lie in a prone position, you can switch it on for the upper body. Right. Or if you want to do a warm up in the morning, before you really wake up, right, you can switch on for the whole body. So this is our difference. Right? And we took things one step ahead. We did not wait for other competitors to really what we have, and then they also have it. We have the same technology in the market, even without waiting for them to improve on themselves. We have already went one step ahead, making us even further in the lead. Is that we are the only medical device in the market right now that can actually let you to customize according to your lifestyle needs. Okay, if you want to do just only health management, to activate your self-healing power to help you better manage your health, and you can use the activate part. You can choose A. If you feel that you want to burn fat, maybe you have got consistently high this visceral fat, your blood lipids are high, or you have got weight problems, and you can use burn fat, maybe twice a week or 3 times a week. You can use the burn fat mode. Right? If you are looking forward to better manage blood pressure, better manage diabetes, for people with this kind of challenges, you can use the cleanse and circulate mode. Right? If you want to have better sleep for tomorrow, or you want a more effective insomnia therapy, right? You can go for this deep sleep. Or maybe you want to feel more fresh in the morning, or maybe you are working in a very highly stressed environment, you really want to relax yourself, okay, you can use E. So this is designed with the modern lifestyle in mind, actually. For people who does not have M-Sonic, they have to do, they will also find ways and means or solutions to do something for themselves, right? But the question has always been, how long can you keep doing it? Right? So for M-Sonic DeepZleep, it is different because it's natural. We just sleep on it, and then we just choose the mode that we want, and then we can start gaining the benefits from it. Right? So this is the seventh unique point. So what is the eighth? The eighth is this one has got to do with the value. We start establishing the value of the product, the value of our medical device. The biggest value of M-Life is the biggest selling point that hits most people. They will make the purchase decision based on this, is that they feel that they are not wasting any of their money, and they can use it for the long term. They will surely use it. They will surely they will surely use it as to what we say. They will feel that they benefit by really using it. They won't waste money anymore, right? So this is through our survey. Most people buy because of this one point. Why did they arrive at this kind of conclusion? Because they agree to, they will be too big, they will forget to take their supplements, they will waste money because the supplements will be placed in the kitchen cupboard or kitchen cabinet until expiry date. They will agree to, they have bought some exercise machines before or massages before, but now it is like a white elephant in the house. They don't use it anymore. It is in the storeroom, right? They will also agree to signing up for gym memberships or going for exercise, but it's always 9:30. It's always they will give up. They do not have the discipline to follow through. All this they will agree, and they will also agree to when they come back from home, they find it hard to follow any type of health activities because when they come back from home, they are already very tired. They just want to sit down on the sofa and relax. They because they don't feel the urgency to do anything for their health simply because they still have health, right? They don't feel too bad about themselves. Or maybe some people, they're taking medication, they feel is perfectly okay and safe, right? So they all agree to this. So that's why when they want to make a purchase, especially a health equipment item, they will start to think, will I waste money again? But when this point comes out, we say, yeah, many people, they want to be healthy, but they cannot be healthy in the end. Why? Because they are too busy, looking at other things other than themselves. They forget to take the supplements that they buy and eat. In a nutshell, they do not have the discipline to continue for the long term. But I want to ask you, would you forget to sleep? Would you be too busy to sleep? Would you be too lazy to sleep? No, right? So sleep is something very natural, something that we can do. And do you know that this M life system, right? Why is it something, why this decision you will not regret? Because this M life system, is used during your sleeping hours. You do not have to prepare a special place for it. We put the whole system on your bed. You sleep on your bed every night, right? You sleep in the same room every night, right? So we put this system on your bed just to make sure that you will use it every night. When you will use it every night, then you are doing something for your body every day without even thinking, without even committing, without even discipline. You can start taking care of your body. So this is the one point that will hit most people. They will start to think of the benefits in their mind. They will start imagining the benefits in their mind. They will be convinced, they themselves are convinced that, this one I can do it. It's just the price that I have to consider right now. I would not say it's expensive. I would say it has got its value. It's just that whether am I ready to make this commitment for such an amount or not. Okay, right? So this is the first biggest value of M Life actually. Right? And then, of course, the other values would be, or if we are talking about the business side, would be this is a blue ocean strategy. It has got a very big big potential to grow between this health market. Right? But we will not go into that for today. So the value is that we can use it every day. Okay, and of course there are other values like a disease or a operation or this medication, long-term care. Once if you really get into a major illness, would be more expensive than the mattress itself. Right? But this to me is not the first value that we should establish. We should establish the value of the product first, that they can really use it without any commitment. So it creates a intrinsic value in them. Then after that, it will be easier for us to say that, health is more important than wealth. With wealth, without health, everything is zero. Prevention before cure. All this we know. All these many people know, and this is what people selling supplements, selling health, this is what they talk about. So we don't put this in the first one because it's like very normal, it's like very boring, you see. So the first one we say that, sleep is something that most people can do very easily, and we help you during your sleep. Then after that only we say, this mattress, you look at it, it is a mattress, but it's not the most expensive mattress in the world, because the most expensive mattress in the world is the mattress in the hospital. And why is this a worthwhile investment for you? Because ultimately we will spend 1/3 of our lives on the bed, right? So might as well, 1/3 of our lives is on the bed, might as well do it with a health program. Do it, do it with something that can help you to improve your health, so that when you can maintain your health, you can do more things. You can lead a more meaningful life. You can create in a better environment for your family, and what else and what not. Okay, so this is the ninth unique selling proposition, whereby this thing we will use it for 1/3 of our lives. Okay. Right? And then the 10th one is some confidence. Give them some confidence that you are buying from a very experienced company. We are new to you, but we are not new in the market. We have been in the market since the year 2003. And right now, we are continuously educating the public on the importance of sleep and how we do sleep management. This health management is through sleep, through EPT. When you use it, it can help you to improve on your self-healing power. So you are buying from a company which has got a very experienced background, a very strong background. We are now not only in Singapore, we are also in Malaysia, we are also in Brunei, we are in 6 other countries. If not because of COVID, we would have opened up in Thailand and Australia already by now. All right, but because of COVID, okay, there is some plans stop. Okay, so this is the confidence part. So this all in a nutshell, these are the 10 unique selling propositions of our M-Life DeepZleep M-Sonic. So please, everyone, please listen to this YouTube often to remind yourself of these 10 unique selling propositions, right? It is especially important. Now, maybe you have a very important meeting with a prospect the next day. Come back and revisit it. You will have more ideas. You have more ideas, and you're more prepared for your tomorrow's presentation to your prospect. Right, so we still have some time. So let us go into this final part of today's presentation, which is the safety assurance that you should know. First and foremost, M-Life DeepZleep M-Sonic is a product from the research and development of Empower Company Limited, which is the research arm of M-Life International, right? And Empower Company Limited is located in Japan, and this research arm company is certified by this international standards organization. The certification that we got was ISO 13485. 13485 is the ISO requirement, is the ISO standard for medical device. So we want to develop and manufacture medical device, we have to get this ISO, and we are certified for 13485. So in fact, if we want to determine whether this product is it a medical device or not, we will normally look into whether they have got this ISO or not. If what they have is ISO 9001, that one is for manufacturing, good manufacturing practices, meaning that standard operating procedure wise for manufacturing of electrical appliances, you're okay for 9001, but it doesn't amount to that you are a medical device. So medical device standard is have to get 13485. That one we have it, and we are certified by the Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, Government of Japan to be a medical device. And according to Japan Medical Device Safety Standards approval. And in Malaysia, we are classified as a Class B, family use, meaning home use medical device. Right? This is our classification as a medical device in Malaysia. Right? And in Taiwan, we did our safety test in Taiwan. We have also got a safety mark, trademark from Hong Kong safety mark license. And the test that we undergone was this frequency test, a low frequency electromagnetic field test. We tested 9 zones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tested 9 zones, and it came out, the results were in flying colors. We should be lower than 833 milligauss, but all the 9 zones, each zone is like less than 2, some even less than 1. So it's actually very, very minute. It does, meaning that what the people might ask us is the radiation high? This kind of question, is it safe? Yes, you can with confidence tell them it is safe. It is safe because we have undergone tests before. Because anything that uses electricity ultimately would have its own electrical so-called radiation. It's just that whether the radiation level is high enough to affect your body or during prolonged usage or long-term usage. So the standard that this SGS, meaning ISO set, must be less than 833. If it's over, then they will not recommend you to use for an extended period of time. But if it's less than 833, it is perfectly all right because it does not affect the body anyway, right? But ours is like only 1.34, 0.92, so it's very, very safe. Okay, so yeah, so that will be all for today's session. I hope that everyone gets something today.